It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. And the injury story: when you're missing two players, including a starter, a lot of changes, rotations, and roles.
Two injuries. Of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee.
Here we go.
We've got Duren, and it's Shed in at the point. And for the Pelicans, Marks is out there with Barnes. Then it's King, and it's Peterson at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, GA, we know it's still very early in the season, but still, just how defined are these teams at this point?
Kevin, it varies squad to squad in a big way. Some teams are very solid now. Things are pretty set in stone. Others are looking for what really works in the moment of truth.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. Pass to Rice. There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. Tries the spin move. Marshall inside the three-point line. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Now Barnes. And here is King. His last outing, he had 18 points. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Shed. Pass to Rice. Duren trying to break free. Barnes passes to King. Here's Peters. Steps back and shoots. Again, the Pelicans score.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Rice. Pelicans with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Live by the three, die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
And, you know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
And Milwaukee has possession. The Pelicans make their last shot. Duren with the bounce pass. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Things really clicking for them at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Landers the pass to Barnes. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Duren a screen. Pass to Shed. Can they get it? Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2.
Limited success for them early on here, but don't expect that to continue.
Here's Marks. Takes the 3. Here's King. Tries again. Takes it off the glass.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
turnovers per game. And they were in the top half of the league in steals as well. They got a few ball hawks out there that can cause problems for the opponent.
And their low post defense was so strong last season, as you pointed out, with their block ranking. Teams had a lot of problems bringing the ball inside against them every game. Now, here's Bishop. Hasn't made one yet. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Back to Barnes. Pass to Flanders. It's good from long range. Flanders has got 7 points in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bucks trail by 11. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
The offensive rebound. Good on the shot.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's King. Here's Peters. The shot's good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Rice. His last outing, he had 24 points. Here's Flanders. Off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Rice. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Now, here's Duran. 14 points from him the last game against the Rockets in Houston. And that one is good. Marshall's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Marks. Really had troubles in that loss to Sacramento. Here's Flanders. And again, no good by New Orleans.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Here's Shed. Banked in off the glass.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
Now here's King. Pass to Garrett. Now Barbosa lets it go from deep. Bishop grabs the board. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam, because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Shed. And here's Marshall from the arc. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
King, the pass to Henderson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Milwaukee.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Shed. Pass to Rice. Here's Shed from downtown, and another three for Milwaukee.
He just showed us why they need to respect his shot.
King outside.
Milwaukee. Second team foul. Milwaukee substitution. Jackson. Sears.
Pass to Garrett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Barbosa. And the Pelicans miss again.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Here's Rice, covered by Barbosa. Here's Sears. Pass to Rice. Here's Sears. The second chance effort, and the shot goes in. Now it's a 5-point Bucks lead. New Orleans has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. King, the pass to Henderson. Knocked away. It's stolen by Duren. Drops in the breakaway layup. And the Bucks lead by 7. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. King inside. And Garrett now at the top of the key. Barbosa for 3, gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Rice. After Duren to the middle. King with the block. Ripped away. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Sears. Kicks it out to Johnson. Fires the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
Now here's King. Pass to Garrett. To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Take a look at Slim, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to.
A new lineup here for the Bucks. They set the screen. Pass to Cotton. Oh, that's blocked. They've got King. Henderson out there with Garrett. And it's Cotton in at the power forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Duren a screen. Rice passes to Duren. Here's Shed. 5 on the clock. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
When you find some room, take advantage. Rise up and fire.
Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to the Rockets in Houston. King, the pass to Garrett. From beyond the arc, the shot by Ramsey, no good. Milwaukee's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Pass to Rice. Here's the 3. And another. Another 3 for Milwaukee.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
King with it. Here's Garrett. Out to the right wing. King outside. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Yes, that goes in. Cotton's got his first basket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Over to the wing. Pass to Shed. Duran a screen. And here's Bishop. Here's Rice. Off target from three-point range. Now King. To the paint. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Cotton's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans. Milwaukee has gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Here's Rice. 6 points for him. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Pass to Ramsey. It's stolen by Duran. 17-foot shot on the way. Shot's good by Rice. Rice has got 5 points in the quarter.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Here's Cotton. Now here's King. 6 on the shot clock. Cotton, the pass to Ramsey. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. And it's 6 points for Slim.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Rice. 8 points for him. Misses the three. 1:53 left in the second quarter. They set the pick. Here's King. And he can't bank that one in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
It's Henderson on the wing. Down low. Here's Cotton. Defended by Duran. And it's Cotton missing. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. Here's Rice. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Rice has got 7 now in this quarter.
Get the ball in close. Get your points that way. That's doing good business.
Pass to Garrett. Here's Ramsey. Trying his luck from deep. Milwaukee with the rebound. Duran's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Marshall dishes to Rice. Back to Marshall. Bishop outside. Here's Rice. 10 points for him. And a miss there on the triple. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Cotton. Here's Garrett. King, right side. A beautiful reverse layup. King's got 8 points.
Beautiful reverse using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Here's Rice. Here's Shed. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Milwaukee on top, leading by just 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket. And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No, Ernie. Shaq started it. I promise you, Ernie. It was not me. I never throw the first chicken wing.
Yeah, I can't believe you just snitched Kenny.
Well, I don't care who did it. You're both cleaning it up.
But Ernie, it was Kenny.
Well, coming back to the game of the night, the Bucks find themselves in a close one.
They've controlled the pace, and it's been fast. Getting out in the open court and scoring before the defense could get set.
Says the Jet. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Rice. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. They've got Jalen Duren, and it's Rice in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Marshall. Here's Shed. Fires for three. Marks grabs the board. The Pelicans trail. King outside. Now here's Barnes. It's over Bishop, and they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Rice. They set the pick. Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate, or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Flanders misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Rice kicks to Marshall. For the three. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, if he can somehow get into a rhythm offensively, I think they could stretch this lead.
The score now all even. That's 10 points for Slim.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Marshall passes to Rice. Back to Marshall. Bucks passing it around. Here's Shed. 12 points for him. A three-pointer off the mark.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Pelicans.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for number 17.
During the pass to Bishop. And here is Marshall. Back to Bishop. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Rice. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Pass to Peters. Now King. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line.
Milwaukee foul. Duren. Second personal foul. First team foul. at the line for 2. Kick.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws.
When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
The Bucks trail. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Rice kicks to Marshall. Pass to Rice. There's the pick. Nailed from three-point land.
3.
Rice has got 15 points. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Here's Flanders. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
A reliable option he's been tonight. He's their safety valve for sure.
Here's Rice. 15 points in the game. Pass to Shed. That three off the mark.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Flanders the pass to King. Here's Flanders. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. Pelicans, number 1.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
And so Marshall will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. Here's Shed. 12 points for him. Comes up empty down low.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Inside. Marshall with the steal. To the inside. Pass to Rice. Fires from deep. And again, the Bucks miss. New Orleans in the lead. King outside. Here's Flanders. Into the lane. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Here's Rice. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh. Well, for New Orleans, shooting well, 50% from the floor. Hughes is out there with King. Then it's Henderson. Then it's Charles Bassey. And it's Blackman in at the small forward position. That's the Pelicans 5. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Lets it go with the 3. Pelicans pull it in. Bassey's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint. Here's King. Pass to Henderson. Now Bassey. Inside. Here's King. Tries again. Back to Bassey. Here's Hughes. Off the mark and a bad shot there. Bucks shooting here about 46% for the game. Bishop. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Pass to Hughes. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Clock at 4. Henderson for 3. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Milwaukee ball.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Johnson outside. They set the pick. Pass to Sears. It's the three-point bomb. And it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Bishop with the steal. Pass to Sims. Here's Sears. Johnson surveying the floor. Clock at 6. This one for 3. Sears' shot is off. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Nash against King. Pass to Hughes. Shoots a 3. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Milwaukee leading by 4. Here's Sears. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Back to Bishop. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. The Bucks call time.
Timeout.
Milwaukee timeout.
The Bucks making a switch here. Duran's checked in. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for Milwaukee was getting across in their huddle. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Henderson passes to King. And here is Hughes. And again, no good by New Orleans. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Sims. Johnson right side. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
King left side. No good again that time. Bucks leading by 6. Here's Sims. Plays it up and banks it in.
And the advantage he has is obvious. It's clear. I mean, just taking what the defense gives him there.
And here is King. Watch the screen. Pass to Bessie. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Lets it go from the wing. King's shot is off.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Down low. Got a piece of it. Henderson passes to King. Here's Hughes. King with it. Pass to Bessie. And here is Hughes. Here's King. And the Pelicans miss again.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Bishop outside. Here's Sears. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk. If you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Clark, one suggestion I've heard for All-Star Weekend, a one-on-one competition.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Anything that would perhaps enhance the competitiveness of All-Star Weekend, I think, would be helpful.
Marks, he's checked in for Scotty Barnes. King inside. Pass to Marks. Shot to stop the run. That shot, no good. Great defense that time from Duran. Here's Bishop. Here's Shed. Bishop the pass to Rice. Shot clock at 5, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He's been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
Pelicans trail by 11. King inside. Pass to Ramsey. Back to King. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Bucks leading by 11. Here's Rice. Pass to Marshall. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Bishop outside. Pass to Shed. Here's Marshall. It's rebounded by Garrett. Pelicans trail by 13. Ramsey passes to Henderson. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Here's Rice. To the middle. Here's Shed. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
King, the pass to Garrett. Three-pointer. King's shot is off.
Rough quarter for him. They may have to start looking at somebody else to get the ball to.
Pass to Rice. Now, here's Duran. Here's Rice. The shot will not fall. Excellent defense there from Henderson. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
King outside to the inside. Here's Ramsey. Drills the three-pointer.
And in nailing the three there, he puts a lid on what's been a huge run by Milwaukee.
Pass to Duran. Here's Shed. And the Bucks miss again.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from King.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Bucks.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Timeout called Pelicans. Pass to Peters. New Orleans moving it around. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Marshall with the steal. From 18 feet away. Another chance here. Ooh, he laid it up and in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Marks. Six on the shot clock. Let's lose a three. Another shot. Here's Peters. One on the clock, and down goes the layup.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Bucks leading by 10.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Rice. Bishop outside. With the step back. 16-footer dropped in.
Assistant Bishop.
New Orleans now, time running out. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. A great pass leads him right to the rack.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not.
And that one is good.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
Milwaukee's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now Marshall jacks up a three. Does not go in. And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Trying again. From deep. Duran pulls it down. The Bucks shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Here's Rice. 6 to shoot, and he jams it in.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Bishop right side. Tipped away, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
And Slim picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a